Hey, what's going on? Uh, yeah, I was having a hard time going to sleep. My mind's just racing of ideas of things that I want to talk about. So I thought that I would just go ahead and get this one knocked out. I'm going to talk about rumble packs. Um, so basically, I have a whole little crate just like last time, but only this is filled up with rumble packs. Just a bunch of different rumble packs I got. Yeah, I just have one of each type in this box. So, okay, we could talk about the official standard Dreamcast Rumble Pack. That's the packaging that the North American packaging got. So, uh, the Europeans got more of like a, I think it's about the same, but it's just blue packaging. Uh, yep, this is what that looks like. Now, I don't have one loose, so I'll just go ahead and take it out. Basically, it looks like that. That's what the official Dreamcast. It's the same in Europe too with the color. It's just kind of gray, so they made it in one warehouse and shipped it everywhere to kind of like save on cost. I'm sure. I could be wrong. But basically, yeah, this is the Dreamcast Rumble Pack. Oh, and like I said in the last video, not the last video, but one of them, I said this is about the same as yeah, you see what I'm saying? The Sakura Wars 2 and the Dreamcast, the official, it's the same, it's just a different color. So, thought that was kind of cool. Right on. A personal favorite of mine is the Mad Catz. Very good rumble pack. I recommend it. This light lights up, and when you have it in the light guns, you got your light gun, you put it in there, it lights up whenever you fire. Rumbles. It's very nice. And I did have one that was loose. That's cool. That's cool. So what's cool about these Mad Catz rumble packs is that I have two color variants. So I got a couple of Mad Catz. I don't know which one's your favorite, the blue or the green. I like the green. That green is real nice. So yeah, I I need to move some stuff around right here. Sorry, trying to move quickly for everybody. Yeah, I showed you a Naki controller. Well, here's a Naki Rumble Pack. Very interesting look because it's very rounded. Looks like a hard-boiled egg. You just kind of balance it on stuff. It's a good look. I like it. It's very nice. Yeah, it really is a good compared to these other ones that I got. This one, the rounded. A lot of them are not rounded. This one's just straight square. I like the square look, but yeah, the official's a little bit rounded. It's interesting how they're all different. So this one's the Naki, and right on. I was talking about the AstroPad and how awesome of a third-party controller that one is. So when I bought that performance AstroPad, it came packaged with a performance rumble pack. And this rumble pack, I used it as my primary rumble pack. So when I was growing up, I would play Shenmue, and I would have this rumble pack in my official controller. I just had a standard gray controller that came with the system, and of course, like as a kid, I wrote everything with a Sharpie, so I still have that controller and my system where I put my name on it. And I used one of these performance jump packs. You can call them jump packs, rumble packs, or Puru packs. In Japan, you can call them Puru packs. Yeah. Also, I got a Pelican. I got a Pelican right here. Okay. And I got a red Pelican right here, but they look different. This one's got more of like a button release. This one's got more of a sliding, I want to say trigger release, but this one's more of a button. This one's more of a trigger. Spring loaded. They're both spring loaded. Pelican. All right, and yeah. Innovation. Here's a green one. Yeah, when I bought these online, I got a bunch in different colors. Like I got this one in box. You cannot tell. It looks kind of black with the camera, but this one's actually purple. It's a dark purple. You might be able to tell a little bit, but that is a red. This one is a gray one. And blue. All right, cool deal. Innovation. Got a couple of colors here. Got them. You know, you can get lots of these. These are real cheap. I guess a lot of people overlook these Innovation Rumble packs. There's really there is a difference with Rumble. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, when it comes to Rumble, the performance is a really good standard. I'm not just saying that because I grew up with it, but performance, I have heard raving reviews. There's this one guy, and he's online. He was comparing a bunch of his different Rumble packs. He had some that I didn't have, and he was really talking up this one. This one's the same one, same molding as the performance, but like I said, okay, I'm gonna keep saying it. This one's special because it's also a memory card. Rumble pack and memory card. I know it doesn't look it, but it's in there. There's a memory card in here. And since I'm talking about the performance, this one being a memory card, it's also just a different color, see-through black. Highly recommend. If it's a little bit more, if you have to pay a little bit more for, I mean, you're going to be paying cheap for this, but you'll be paying a little bit more for this. You're not going to be breaking the bank probably, but if you're just going to have like 2 controllers and 2 Rumble packs or something like that, get something with a little extra boost to it. And apparently the force feedback is a little bit more Rumble. So really cool stuff there. Now on the topic of memory card plus Rumble pack combination, I got one other one. This was a Nyko Hyper Pack, and it also has for some reason, a switch for memory. It's got a little switch for memory and Rumble. I don't know. I guess you can turn off the Rumble, but a little button because I believe it is 400 blocks. So you got 200 blocks, then you push the button and you can access the other file. This one I believe is only 200. Could be wrong. Probably not wrong because there's no buttons or anything. Probably just 200 blocks, but that's okay because this is any extra memory that you get. There's a way that you can hook up your game save files online and do stuff like that. I'm not a technical whiz on that kind of stuff. I do troubleshoot. I have figured out a few things here and there. There is burning games and talking about all that stuff. But that's I want to talk about that stuff later. But I do kind of want to breach on that a little bit, talking in this video. This isn't just going to be a Rumble pack video. But innovation right here. I want to say it's kind of rare because whenever I see something that just pops out as being unique or I haven't seen it much, that's when I'm like, yeah, because like people selling, they're like, oh, it's just Bobo, and then you reap the bit. You know what? The Sega Dreamcast is kind of like the root beer of video game systems. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people like root beer, but the people who do really like it. You know what I mean? So that's cool. And we got this Nyko right here. It's just kind of resembles the I want to say the performance. It looks more like the Pelican. Looks kind of like the Pelican. Yeah, Nyko. Now I want to say that the Nyko made the Hyper Pack 2. So these are 2 of the same manufacturer. Now there is the Naki yeah, I got one of these Nackies right here, but I also got a rocker pack. It's kind of in the packaging, kind of messed up, but I also have this other Nackie right here, rocker pack. And the reason why I didn't take one of these out, because I love to take these out of the package. It's a, see-through orange. The Dreamcast system has a orange light, with the standard Dreamcast. It's just, you got that orange light. You can get an orange on white, kind of good motif. These are actually different, even though they say that they're the same. It's the rocker pack, right? But look at the shell. This one's more rounded. This one's more not as rounded. They are different. This one happens to have some sort of sticker, manufacturing sticker, and this one has the same sticker there, actually. So that's interesting little variation. I don't see the point in buying extra ones just to have one out of the box when, what am I going to do? I got enough Rumble packs, so I'm not going to test them and tell you about the differences or anything like that. But I also have the rocker pack right here that's in its packaging, but it's the same as this one, so I took this one out of the packaging too. So it's nice to have at least a standard one, or at least one of them out of the package, so it's going to operate the same as the other two, I'm guessing. But yeah, when it comes to every little nuance about the Rumble packs, nah, I care more about the casings and stuff. When it comes to the Rumble, I'm okay with what I got. Like my favorites are the the Mad Catz one. I love the Mad Catz one. Personal favorite is the Performance one, and you can't go wrong with just the standard look of the official Dreamcast one. It's a very slick look. It's kind of like it's kind of like got a little dip right there. It's just very unobtrusive, matches the controller, the standard the standard release controller. It just matches that really good. And what was I going to talk about? I got the I got this and this. This is the same thing, one out of package, one that's not. And I got this one that's transparent, which is the same one. And you know me, I love transparent stuff. Transparent stuff is amazing. Now, right now, I just want to talk a little bit about the benefits of burning Dreamcast games, because right now, I think that collecting for the Dreamcast is the boat has sailed when it comes to getting good deals. That you will still find games really cheap, but with how people don't take care of their media and the prices online have just gone up. People are asking ridiculous price for bundles. The golden time to get the Dreamcast was when the Dreamcast just that first year when it failed. Like people have lost so much hope in Sega that they you keep hearing that people there's these bargain bins. You can find Shenmue for $10 and stuff like that. But basically the times that we live in now, it's crazy, and like Sega doesn't want to do anything with their brand. Like there's not a I want to say that there's a lot of people trying to get into the retro market with Shenmue 3 coming out. I would like to think that there's a little bit more renewed interest in what Sega's doing. I heard that Microsoft Xbox One Scorpio or whatever, Microsoft is trying to get it to where you can put a Dreamcast CD, you can put a GD-ROM, you can put a Dreamcast game into a Microsoft system and play it that way. I think that's really good, and that might drive prices up. More interest would go up, but you're not going to replace the system because you got the unique peripherals. You can't play Seaman on a any other system. You can't play I don't know, maybe you can play Typing of the Dead. Bass fishing, marine fishing is better if you're going to get the fishing rod controller. Get Sega Marine Fishing. It's the best fishing game. It's the most arcadey. I got a little list right here of all of the North American release games, and I just kind of wanted to, like, I'm not going to go down each list. I just want to just tell y'all that having a complete collection is not really what it's cracked out to be, because although it's really nice to have a really nice collection with any system, you don't want a full set because you're not going to play the game. Even if it's something that you just want to throw in every now and then just to kind of laugh at or something like that. Like, I'm not going to play Disney's Dinosaur, even if I'm cheating, or like I can live the rest of my life and not want to play Disney's Dinosaur. There are just there's a good 50 games. There's like 240 games for the Dreamcast, but there's a good 50 that, like, like sports games that are kind of like, not all sports games are bad. You got NFL 2K, NFL 2K2, or NFL 2K1. There's 3 of them. But, yeah, those are good, but you have these really horrible games, like, or games that are good that don't really jive with you, like the controls for Virtua On. I want to like that game, but it's just the controls, they just don't do it for me. Apparently, it's better on the Saturn. Virtua On. What else? There's there's games that are good, like there's Illbleed, but I always get stuck. It's those stucky games where you, no matter what you do, even if you try to use cheats, you just kind of, they're critically acclaimed games, but it just doesn't work for you. You know what I mean? Like earlier this evening, earlier on today, I put in Tomb Raider Last Revelation just to kind of give it a shot, be open-minded about it, but I couldn't reach a save space, and I was in this area just crawling through like a little tunnel area, and I just it was like really dark to see. I found my way out, but then I fell off of a ledge and then died, and I had to replay that section again. It was like the tutorial, and I think that it was just I want to be able to play a game and just fully enjoy it. I mean, I have games that I would play. I wouldn't play if it wasn't for cheats. There's Mach-In X. I wouldn't play that if it wasn't for cheating. Soul Fighter. I wouldn't play Soul Fighter legit because I died too many times. Same thing with Mach-In X. I just died too many times. So I think that if you're going to go for a Dreamcast collection, just keep it down to the must-haves. There's a really good list on racketboy.com, and there's really good lists on the Dreamcast Junkyard. I think if you Google Dreamcast Junkyard, it's like dreamcastjunkyard.blogspot.uk or something like that. I might breach onto this subject another time. I don't want to discourage people from seeing these videos because they're so long. But yeah, I did kind of want to talk about. I'm just looking at my list. I'm looking at Seventh Cross Evolution. That's a really good. I wouldn't even. I don't know if you'd consider that an RPG, but that's one of those weird ones. I love them. Like I want to get a stack of games and just like recommendations and favorites. I want to talk about those. Like MDK2 is amazing. I love that one. Don't want to give away all of the good ones, but basically, yeah. Thanks for looking at my Rumble Packs today, and you got the Rumble Packs and you got the Ramble Pack right here. Awesome. Cool deal. Thanks for letting me, share all my Dreamcast stuff, and thanks for being awesome. I appreciate y'all.